Week two does not introduce new authority, it refines it. In phase two, authority is no longer claimed, it is tested. This week focused on what happens after you decide, how judgment is protected, how standards hold, how responsibility is carried without resentment. Most people lose authority not when making decisions, but when pressure arrives afterward. Emotion resurfaces, explanation creeps in, consistency wavers. This week corrects that. Authority is not proven in intention. It is proven in how you hold your line when nothing reinforces it. The 7 days of this week trained one discipline. Judgment over impulse established internal order. Standards without explanation removed negotiation. Responsibility without resentment stabilized effort. Friction tested steadiness. Choice under pressure removed the need for reassurance. Influence without force shifted leadership from words to behavior. Becoming the reference point finalized the position. These are not separate skills. They are one discipline expressed repeatedly. Authority becomes real when standards hold without defense. When judgment replaces urgency, decisions last. When standards stop explaining, direction strengthens. When responsibility is carried cleanly, energy returns. When steadiness replaces intensity, trust forms. This is how authority becomes reliable. Consider a moment when you've already decided. The challenge now is not choosing, the challenge is holding. Others push, circumstances resist, emotion looks for relief. This is where authority usually fractures. Instead, you remain steady. You do not rush to justify. You do not soften standards to reduce tension. You do not resent responsibility. You move at a measured pace through resistance. You choose without applause. You act consistently even when unnoticed. You keep your word exactly as given. This is what dependable authority looks like in motion. It does not persuade, it stabilizes. There is one rule this week. Hold one standard all week without explanation, adjustment, or resentment. Not loudly, not defensively, quietly. You do not argue for it. You do not repackage it. You do not abandon it under pressure. Consistency is the work. Phase two is shaping dependability. Authority that fluctuates creates confusion. Authority that holds creates trust. This week trained you to be predictable in the right ways. Others begin to orient around what does not shift in you. From here forward, the expectation increases. You decide with judgment. You hold standards without explanation. You carry responsibility without resentment. You remain steady through friction. You become reliable. This is leadership without force. Phase two continues.